Can somebody call Louis the Boiler Man?
Forget about those cold days. Just take me to the boiler room. I can't bring the warm days. Just take me to the boiler room.
It's cold outside. No need to freeze. Call Louis the Boiler Man. New York Boiler and AC Repair.
All right, guys, we're working on a waste oil heating system. So it's made from Reznor. Reznor is one of the leading manufacturers with waste oil heaters or boilers, furnaces, whatever you guys want to call it. But it's a heater. It's an oil heater. So these things is a little different than a standard oil boiler. It's a little different. Same concept, same procedure. But if you ever worked on number 4-6 oil back in the day, then all those heavy oil mechanics out there, or the old school guys, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So the biggest thing with heavy oil or waste oil is that everything's about maintenance, right? So the waste oil is filthy, it's dirty. In this particular case, all that oil he has in these tanks, all from all these big mega yachts that you see right behind me. So we have to remove the actual the drop leg, which is actually the leg that is a return and supply. So it has a check valve, or we call it a foot valve, and it has a strainer. We have to clean out that strainer, remove the strainer, make sure it's clean, because the oil has all that sediment and all that sludge and shit and mierda that is in the oil, so it's going to clog. So think of it like a clogged artery. So it's the same mierda, there's no flow of fuel, so, and it's heavy. So remember, think of it this way too. This is the easiest way to think about it. Think about when you sucking on the milkshake on the straw, and you go like this. Mierda, you can't fucking suck shit. Was the same concept. So we have to thin out this oil. So on the actual heater, there's two heaters. There's a line heater, or a preheater, I should say, that heats up the oil, and it heats up the oil one more time, the second time right before it goes into a nozzle. So guys, it's just a little bit different. If you do not know how to work on heavy oil or waste oil heaters, and you think this is the same thing as home heating or regular boilers, you're in for a big treat, because I'm gonna give you a rude awakening right now. It's not. But the concept and the principles, the basics, are the same. Another thing, so we're going to take care of the foot valve, check valve. We're going to take care of that filter. We have a strainer on that oil pump. You'll see momentarily. Then we got to go to the actual unit, and I'll show you from there what's next. But guys, it's not the same type of filter you see in a boiler, because the mesh on the filter is different. So pay attention to detail. What I would advise you guys to do is read. Weber.
Making it run. Now the Boiler Man has begun. Boiler Man, Boiler Man, Boiler Man rock. Heat it up, Boiler Man, heat it non-stop. Servicing homes and making them hot. You can call him round the clock. See that winter time is the right time to keep your heat in place. Louis the Man, and he got a plan to chase the cold away.
Lights, camera, action! Me, gente, we're in the boathouse, baby, in Sag Harbor. We're actually wrapping up, doing a maintenance on a Reznor waste oil heater. But this is something that everybody needs to pay attention to, because the big part of the reason why the waste oil heaters get clogged up or they're not functioning correctly is because they don't do the maintenance. And also, this right here, this is an electric heater, a preheater. And what happens is most people don't take it apart because they're lazy and they want to do the extra work and effort to take it apart and clean it. And what happens is, this is the actual heater right here, and they get plugged up. They do plug up. I mean, it's waste oil, right? So it's shitty oil. So this is what thins out the oil, because you cannot burn the oil without thinning out the oil first. So I say this is important, if not one of the most important parts of this whole maintenance, is because these things get plugged up. And guess what? Since it's waste oil, it's very heavy. So guess what? It's plugged up and there's no flow of fuel. You're never going to get heat. So I would say this is one of the most important things, one of the biggest important things you got to do. So take a look here, the canister. This basically goes inside like this. Something like that. This has a cap on the other end. And oil goes to here. And oil comes down to the other end. It's very simple. It's not, you're not going to the moon. But think of it like this. Think of if you're sucking, you have a shake, a vanilla shake. Vanilla shake is great, right? And you suck it on the shake, and you're like this. What happened? I can't get no fucking shake here. I can't taste the sugar. I can't taste the vanilla. I can't drink through this fucking straw. Well, that's the same concept that happens in this canister. It's thick oil, and you cannot have thick oil. Think about thick oil going through this little thing here and coming out from here. And it's just thick, and you have to thin it out. So it makes sense, right? So guys, if you're ever doing any type of maintenance on a waste oil heater, do me a favor, take your fucking wrench, take this apart, and clean it, because you're going to thank me later. All right, mi gente? Wepa!
Mi gente, it's Louis the Boiler Man, and I am your Boiler Man. Wepa! I'm the Boiler Man, that's what I am. And I'm here to fix whatever I can. If you're getting cold and you're feeling blue, call New York Boiler and I'll be there for you. I wanna heat you, I wanna please you, I wanna fix that boiler all for you. Oh yeah. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, keeping you warm. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, all winter long. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, keeping you warm. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, till the cold is gone. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, till the cold is gone. Wepa! Mi gente, it's Louis the Boiler Man, and I am your Boiler Man. Wepa! I'm the Boiler Man, that's what I am. And I'm here to fix whatever I can. If you're getting cold and you're feeling blue, call New York Boiler and I'll be there for you. I wanna heat you, I wanna please you, I wanna fix that boiler all for you. Oh yeah. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, keeping you warm. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, all winter long. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, keeping you warm. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, till the cold is gone. I'm the Boiler Man, I'm the Boiler Man, till the cold is gone. Mi gente, it's Louis the Boiler Man, and I am your Boiler Man. Wepa! I'm the Boiler Man, that's what I am.
You were supposed to. What's going on? Scared the shit out of me, mighty God. All right, come on here. Let's show you something. Guys, check it out. Check it out. You're in my office. Welcome to my office for today. Guys, look at this. You're probably saying, what the hell am I seeing here? What you're looking at is 2 storage tanks. This is waste oil from all these beautiful yachts and boats here at the Sag Harbor Yacht Club, guys. I'll show you guys something. So, it's better we go this way. I'll show you guys. All right, come. Love it, guys. Listen, it's not too many days that I get, friends, family, and cool people to come over here and take a look at my office and see, take a look at my days of work. So, right here, I want to show you guys. So, it's a waste oil furnace. It's a heating system for this boathouse. So, we have 2 storage tanks. We have a bypass here because when this one is empty, we have another tank over here. We have a check valve over there on that side, or we call it a foot valve as well. We also have a filter. We have a pump, very similar to homes who have oil. So you guys see one of these pumps. It's a different type of pump. It's not the same type of pump. However, they're very similar. What else? Then you got the oil line that goes all the way up and around. We put this oil line last Thanksgiving weekend, we actually had this line done. And but of course, it makes sense because anytime he calls us, it's because it's cold. You need heat. You don't need waste oil heater in the summertime. So we ran a new line, which made a huge difference and improved the downtime. What do I mean? Because before they had 3/8 of an inch of copper tubing. Now we have 1/2 inch. It's a big difference. Why? Because to go from here to there, meaning to where the oil furnace is at, is maybe about a 75-foot run. 50 to 75 feet, that's a long run, especially to a 3/8 copper tubing. So guys, this is just the beginning. So this is where the magic happens first. Now we're going to take you to the place where the magic really happens. Come on now. Come on with me. Let me show you guys. Show me. Come. All right. I don't really get that many visitors, but I like when I get visitors. Visitors are great. Check it out, guys. Oh, now this is where the real magic happens. Woo! So, guys, take a look. So, this is the actual waste oil heating furnace from Reznor. So, guys, it's kind of hard to see, but around the perimeter, you can kind of take an idea of what it looks like, how big this is. There's another room on the side, but notice on that side on the top, that's the copper tubing. That's the waste oil tubing. It goes all the way from the oil tanks all the way to the actual furnace. So right now we're doing maintenance. The maintenance is super important, especially when it comes to waste oil, because I would say the biggest problems with waste oil heaters, honestly, is maintenance. You guys don't do them. And what happens is not only that you don't do them, because it gets dirty, full of sludge, it's waste oil. So the guys are almost done and wrapping up, but I want to show you guys a little later in the video what's inside the actual unit. So you have a physical, I'm sorry, not physical. You have an actual visual. Sorry, wrong choice of words. An actual visual. It's been a long day, guys. Listen, it's about, let's see. It's 5 o'clock. You guys can see right here. It's a long day. We're out east. And listen, it's almost dinner time. And we want to wrap it up because it's been a long day and it's cold. It's a little cold and chilly inside here. So excuse my, my brain is not operating the way it should be. But you guys get the point. But take a look at the video. Tell me what you guys think. If you have any questions or you need help with your waste oil heater in your mechanic shop or any application, doesn't matter. But most of the time you're going to see waste oil heaters in a commercial or industrial application. Call the HVAC Papi. That's what I'm here for, guys. Hit me up, 516-377-5200. But again, guys, take a look at the video. Tell me what you guys think. And hey, guys, you know who to reach. The Papi. Wepa.
Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Wepa. Boiler man, boiler man, boiler man rock. Boilers that cling and boilers that knock. Fixing and tuning and making it run. Now the boiler man has begun. Boiler man, boiler man, boiler man rock. Mi gente, it's Louis the Boiler Man, and I am your boiler man. Wepa. I'm the boiler man. Yep. That's what I am. And I'm here to fix whatever I can. If you're getting cold and you're feeling blue, call your boiler and I'll be there for you. I wanna heat you, I wanna please you, I wanna fix that boiler all for you. Yep. Oh yeah. I'm the boiler man, I'm the boiler man.